Good day, you lovely reprobates, and welcome to the first episode of the Blind John's Guitars official channel. Now, today I'm answering a few questions, well, one question really, and that first question, and probably the most asked question that I get, is where the hell did the name Blind John come from? Okay, so here's that story. So if any of you have ever worked in construction, on building sites, particularly building sites, or even more so in the military, you'll know how easy it is to gain a moniker that just sticks, whether you like it or not. Well, way back in my previous life, I was working in construction as a rope access technician. And for those that don't know what that is, we were the guys who dangled off ropes on high-rise buildings, oil rigs and the like, doing inspections, repairs, installations, etc. But anyway, I digress. You can't realise I do that a lot. Anyways, I was due to join a job on a Tuesday to do a visual inspection of concrete on a 14-storey tower block in the middle of East London. Now, unbeknownst to me, on the Monday, the guys that were on the job already told the client rep that there was a blind abseiler starting on the Tuesday. I know, a blind man doing a visual inspection. Sounds completely legit, and for reasons best only known to him, the client rep believed every word. So on day 2 of the job, I turn up, I need to be headed off by the supervisor in the car park before I got to the office, and I was given a carrier bag, contents of which I had zero clue what it was. So before I get a chance to check, I was then eagerly told to put on as much gear as I could before heading to the office. Clapped me on the back, and off he went, laughing. So I thought, a bit somewhat confused, but whatever. I opened the bag, and then all became clear. Contents of the said bag held a fold-up white stick and a pair of proper old-school wraparound glasses that we haven't seen on anybody but a blind person since 1978. So, not to run out a classic of a practical joke, I put my harness on, attached as much ironwork as humanly possible, and a few dozen carabiners, probably 2 complete rescue kits, plus an abundance of other shit, all hanging off me, dripping in gear. Undid the white stick, put the glasses on, and off to the office I went. Tap, 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 tap. So I get to the office, I wait until I can hear a conversation from inside, and then burst in like a man possessed, swinging and tapping the white stick, bumped off the table, knocked a cup of coffee out of one of the guy's hands, walked straight up to the client rep, felt around sort of around his, I found his arm and his hand, grasped it, shook it heartily, then felt around the back of me for a chair until I could sit down, folded the white stick up, put the glasses on and pretended to sit there, doing my best silent Stevie Wonder head wobble and trying to, look completely serious while holding it together. Well, for the next 2 weeks, the lads and myself kept up this pretense while he'd look on from below, 14 stories down, in amazement that there's a blind dude abseiling off building doing a visual inspection. I tap on the concrete and relay what was good and what was rotten. I think it was midway into that first day. That's when I was first referred to as Blind John, and yet the name stuck. I don't think I'll ever forget that, the confused look on the guy's face on the last day of the job. About 2 weeks later, when I folded the white stick up, left the glasses on, got in my car and drove off. Anyway, as I say, the name stuck, and when I got out that shit show of a rat race, best part of 20 years later, I needed a name for my fledgling guitar company. Blind John's Guitars just seemed as apt as anything else. You had that blues link, like so many classics, Blind Lemon Jefferson, Blind Willie Johnson, etc. And the fact it implied I'm blind, but actually I'm not, unless I don't have my glasses, in which case, yeah, I'm blind as a bat. I might as well be. Just seemed to be as punk as the former was blues. Those types of music I was raised on. So, there you have it. That's why I'm Blind John. And so, on that note, if you've made it this far, thank you. Sincerely, I hope you'll subscribe for more of what's to come. And remember, folks, bad choices always make great stories. So I'll see you on the flip side, y'all.